advantage PSG against Arsenal in North London at the Emirates. PSG did the most difficult part, scoring against one of the best defenses in Arsenal, while Arsenal lacked the X factor and the moments of brilliance that they did have in behind. They had Donnarumma to get through, and no one's getting past Donnarumma. So let's talk about this semi-final clash between Arsenal, PSG. But before we get into everything, make sure you guys subscribe, like, check out all the platform links in the description below. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Charla Football. I'm your host as always, Gerardo. And yeah, let's talk about PSG's big win in North London, another win in England. It's crazy to think that the whole playoff for them has been in England. They went to Anfield, they went to Villa, and now they're here, not here, but in North London as well. And without a doubt, they've been impressive in every single game. I think definitely one of the scariest teams up there with Barcelona, but it's just that attack going forward. A Dembele who's in the form of his life, of his career, 45 goal contributions in 45 games played, 25 goals since the turn of the year in 25 games as well. It's just mind-boggling numbers that I never expected from Ousmane Dembele. I don't think anybody did. For him to have this resurgence in his career was just unexpected. Because keep in mind, the most goal contributions, the most goals that he's ever scored in a season was 14 goals, and he's more than doubled that in this season alone. Yeah, this new position under Luis Enrique, just being the leader in attack, has been nothing but fruitful for him. I mean, the numbers are definitely saying so, and the way in his performance as well. The first 4 minutes of the match, picking up the ball in the midfield, finding that little pocket of space to carry the ball while all of Arsenal's defenders and midfielders are tracking back, because, I mean, you have Kvaratskhelia on one side, Desiree Doué, Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, João Neves attacking you from all flanks. You got them running at full speed because Dembele's on the ball. But Dembele, what he does, he picks out a good ball onto the left side, comes back to him at the top of the box, and a little lucky on the strike, yes, but it gets past David Raya. A little bit of strike of luck is exactly what you need in the Champions League to get you to the final. And that was pretty much it. I mean, other than that, for Arsenal, for PSG, there was not many moments of danger. After the goal, it was all Arsenal, almost all the match, up until like the last 10 minutes of the match when momentum switched to PSG's side. But for the most part, Arsenal had the ball. They created the chances. The Emirates Stadium was definitely buzzing as well, knowing that they can possibly still get something out of this match because they needed an advantage in this match. And yeah, like I said, the pendulum swung on the complete other side for Arsenal, and they had major chances to make it 1-1, possibly even 2-1 going into the second half. But let's talk about the potential 1-1. A 1v1 play where Martinelli got the ball from Miles Lewis-Skelly, a beautiful ball from the 19-year-old, just incredibly smart ball from him, who played one of his best matches in Arsenal shirt. Honestly, the way he plays at his age in a semifinal clash in the Champions League is just, it's incredible. I mean, what were you doing at 18, 19 years old? I'll tell you what I was doing. Actually, maybe I shouldn't be able to say that on here, but anyways, he picks a great pass into Martinelli's run, who is basically 1v1 with Donnarumma, and Donnarumma makes an incredible save. Martinelli should have done a little better. I think that's one of the biggest differences between this Arsenal and PSG team, is that if that was Kvaratskhelia is burying that, either top corner or bottom left-hand corner, either one, but he's burying it. Martinelli is not quite at that level yet, and we've seen it in the Premier League. We've seen it all season for Arsenal. They lack the X factor going forward. The only one that really is a danger is Saka, but he was pretty well neutralized. I don't remember him having a shot on target. Had a couple good moments of brilliance, but shot on target, honestly, it was all from Martinelli. But it's also important to talk about Donnarumma. So it's not all about Martinelli. Yeah, it was a big mistake on his end. He should have scored. But Donnarumma has been the most important player for PSG. Look at Anfield. He makes 2 saves. Look at Villa in the final moments when Villa literally could have tied the game and taken it to extra time. He makes an incredible save as well, with a couple other ones included in that match. And then in this match alone, 2 that could have given Arsenal the comeback, that first half save, and then the one in the second half. I think he was 1v1 with Trossard as well. What they always say is that attack may win you games, but defense is what wins you trophies. And today, PSG's defense were impeccable. They look better than Arsenal's, I'll tell you that. But most importantly, it's the goalkeeper. We saw it last season when Real Madrid won the Champions League. Courtois bailed them out. And well, first off, it was Lunin, but even going to the final, it was Courtois. Or even seasons prior, where Courtois stepped up in moments where it mattered. Donnarumma is pulling off one of those seasons where, in the moments that matter, he is the man to go to. He's the man that will bail out the defense. But other than that, there was just those few moments of threat from Arsenal. It kind of, like I said, in the last few 10 minutes, probably, that was when PSG started to get a little bit more of the ball again. They maybe with tired legs as well. But they had two really big moments. I think two moments where they should have capitalized. Barcola, his 1v1 that just went barely wide of the post. And also Gonzalo Ramos, who toe pokes it in front of Raya as well, hits the crossbar, goes out. But those moments you have to capitalize in a tie like this, because it's not done and dusted. They're going to go to the Parc des Princes, and if Arsenal can beat Real Madrid at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, then they can definitely do it at the Parc des Princes. But it's going to be extremely difficult. No one's saying it's going to be an easy task for Arsenal, but can they get it done? Definitely. We saw what they did in the quarterfinals. Now, you can't just write them off just because they didn't score in this match. They can definitely still get a goal or two in the next one. It's just being able to keep out PSG. Like, no one can do that right now. PSG are one of the scariest teams in all of Europe, probably the scariest team in all of Europe. They have more goals than Arsenal as well in all competitions. 29 more goals than Arsenal in all competitions. So, when they go forward, they're impeccable. They're impeccable with that front three. And then also the depth that they have in their bench as well. I mean, you could bring on whoever you want. But then you go to Arsenal, that's where they lack as well, depth. But, I mean, we'll see what happens at the Parc des Princes. Let me know what you guys think. Who's going to be going into the next round, into the final? Who will face either Barca or Inter Milan? Right now, PSG have a foot in the door. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, check out all the platform links down below. The Instagram page is about to hit 10K. Help us get to 10K for a special giveaway coming soon. Stay tuned for tomorrow's recap after the Barca Inter Milan match. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.